So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looks to the other side. Aims beyond the defence. And here's the chance to counter. Camara. Bino Gittins. Hernandez. Acerbi. Sporting finding their passes.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Bino Gittins. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Galeno. And he's cut it out. DiMarco. Could move up a gear here. Galeno. No, that was never going to make it. And it's DiMarco. He's found a way past.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Hernandez. DiMarco. And it's Timber. Probing pass. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bernardo Silva, and he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gordon. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dewsbury Hall. Nice looking to pass their way through. Great vision. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. DiMarco. And that could set him on his way. Madueke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And there you have it! What an ending. How about that?
Well, I think, Peter, we've again been reminded of how thin the margins are. When the game was tied, I'm sitting here thinking this could get cautious, as is often the case. The game continues to deliver drama, great drama, and here we are again.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, this is what football in the Mexican capital represents, this effervescent place of passion, noise and heat. This is what it means to play at the Estadio Olímpico Universitario. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Timber, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hoffman. Hoffman has it out wide and in space. Now it's Diaz. That's a sharp pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be...
And a chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Greenwood! Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Bernardo Silva. And here's Diaz. Now it's Greenwood. Ended up in no man's land. Madueke receives it in a good position here. Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Greenwood. Hoffman. Bernardo Silva. Pass somewhat off target. Greenwood. Ah, such a clever touch.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Diaz. He is through here. Chance, surely!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Diaz. Lovely feet. Acerbi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever...
And he's had a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Milan have the lead. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got...
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the through ball. And the finish! Sporting are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Chance here to counter. Hernandez makes the interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Greenwood! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And they win it back again. Rafa Silva. Hernandez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
James looking to hit the byline here. Cleared away. Gordon. Madueke. And the counter is on. Good ball over the top. He's had it nicked away. Rafa Silva. Now it's Greenwood. In with the challenge. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Greenwood. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Played into space. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's nice. Gordon's cross. Hoffman. Timber. And that has put paid to that. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Madueke. No way through.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to...
Oh, they could be caught out here!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for them.
So we've reached the hour mark. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Madueke, Gordon, oh, well played. James, Rafa Silva. Now it's Greenwood. Diaz, Jimenez wins the duel this time. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Greenwood. Could move up a gear here. Andrić.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Gordon. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Greenwood. Rafa Silva. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rafa Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
cambio en el Sporting. Número 32.
And we have our very first
Número
corner.
31. Número 14. Número 9.
It's a decent
Número
clearance.
20.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Número 22. Número
He ran himself into
23.
trouble there, free kick
Número
given away.
24. Número 21. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, good-looking ball. Andrić. And here's Gordon. Todibo. Can he get it through? Now it's Greenwood. And he's managed to get through. It's Greenwood! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Gordon. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's been played through. Greenwood! Andrić. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's made its way to him. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Budimir. And it's Koke. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They're back within reach! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Sporting give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And it's Paquetá. That's been cut out, well played. Todibo. Now it's Diaz. 2 minutes to be added on. Andrić. Now it's Budimir. Lucas Paquetá. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.